We have had no solar installations put forth or started in the city in 4 years. We had a curbside composting program that could have started 18 months ago if it wasn't for the mayor's obstruction with an 18-month study committee. So environmental affairs are really important. Our carbon footprint has been increasing, and we need to reap the $2 to $3 million a year in utility savings that we could get from solar on every roof and in every parking lot.
Thank you, Mr. Epstein. Mayor Sositsky, you will be given a 30-second rebuttal.
No, it took 45 minutes before all this nonsense started coming out of his mouth. It's just unbelievable, some of the statements.
Okay, so now you've seen that, you can see that I was saying that there were no new solar starts in 4 years. And that is the case because, in fact, if you look at the record, we have 4 solar installations in the city. And I've got them written down here as to when they were actually funded and signed off on and got going. We have the McAuliffe Library solar roof, which is a small installation, the Fuller solar roof, the Brophy solar canopy, which I suggested actually when I was on the school committee, and then the Farley solar canopy, which was part of the Fuller project, because originally Fuller was going to have a solar roof and then a solar canopy in its main parking lot, but then there was a problem with the main parking lot having ground contamination of some sort, so they put the solar canopy right next to Farley. So those projects were all done, signed off and appropriated, had money appropriated for in March of 2021 for McAuliffe, and the other 3 in the summer of 2021. This is the year before the mayor took office. So they were initiated, planned, all the funding was set up and it was approved by the city council at least 6 months before he took office. And so what the mayor did, and this is reasonable, he made sure that the projects were finished on his watch. But he's trying to claim credit for having done solar installations when all of the initiative that went into them predated his term of office. So you have to be very careful. 4 solar starts were done in 2021, the year before the mayor took office, and 0 were done the next year, and 0 the next year, and 0 the next year, and 0 this year. So we've had 0 solar installations started in 4 years of the mayor's service. And that means a complete lack of initiative. It means a complete stalling of the whole solar effort in a period when the incentives due to the Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed in the first year of the Sositsky administration in 2022, increased greatly. In fact, they multiplied the return on an investment by a factor of 8. Because if you look at the numbers on these various installations, then you typically get a number of 100,000, I think 380,000 for the Brophy canopy over 25 years, and yet it's more like 3 to 4 million if we did it with the new incentive schemes. But anyway, the bottom line is the mayor got kind of hot-tempered at me for saying that solar starts had not happened in his administration. So he's trying to create a false narrative that he did had a lot to do with the solar installations, and then he got a bit mad at me for saying that he didn't. So 2 narratives, opposing narratives, but in any case, no one deserves to be spoken to like that. That was in full camera view in front of thousands of people who will watch that video. It wasn't supposed to be watched live, but they had a technical problem. But there's the mayor saying, I can't believe what came out of his mouth to me in public. Now, no mayor should be behaving like that. And certainly as mayor, I would never behave like that in public or out of the public view.